The focus is on Quinnen Williams and the other potential defensive linemen that will be added to the Oakland Raiders roster in the NFL draft, but don't forget about one existing option. Last year, the Raiders entered the season with what appeared to be a fairly stacked defensive line. Without Khalil Mack holding down on edge rusher spot, Frostee Rucker, Arden Key, and Bruce Irvin were set as the top three defensive ends, while Johnathan, Hankins, and Ellis were the primary defensive tackles. Rookies Maurice Hurst and P.J. Hall were set to contribute as rotational players. Unfortunately for defensive coordinator Paul Guenther, Ellis' time on the field came to a quick end. The big defensive tackle suffered a foot injury in the first game of the season. He was shelved until December when he was able to return for Week 13. He appeared in the final 5 games of the season but was fairly limited. Ellis finished his season with a mere 7 tackles in 6 games, which was a far cry from how he wanted the season to progress. "This is my first time really being tested mentally," Ellis said Thursday in an interview with Raiders.com. "I told my mom and dad when I got home, I was really like, dang, I was really injured this time. It tested me cause even when I wanted to come back I couldn't, my foot was still hurting me, and even when I came back my foot was still hurting me. I focused on it and stayed on top of my weight, and stuff like that." With 2 seasons remaining on his contract, Ellis is set to retake his place atop the Raiders' defensive depth chart, but he will have some competition for the spot. Hurst and Hall are both growing into better players as they enter their second seasons, and Oakland will likely add another defensive tackle in the draft. Ellis will have to be his best every single day and remain healthy in order to keep his spot on the roster. To that end, Ellis made sure that he was approaching his recovery the right way. He attacked his rehab with a ferocity and eventually made his return to the field in the same season following the foot injury. Being able to achieve this feat was monumental for the Louisiana Tech product, and he used it to build up his mental fortitude in anticipation of another tough season. "Last year was for sure a test, as far as my mind, just a lot of stuff," Ellis said. "I gained a lot of mental strength and like I said it was a battle test. Battle testing me, I think it was good for me to come back from that injury and finish the season off. This offseason I just made sure I work in rehab and come back right." While Ellis isn't one to generate sacks from the middle of the defensive line with only .5 sack to his name, he has been a key contributor against the run. With 119 combined tackles, 80 solo, to his name, he will be counted upon to help improve upon the 30th-ranked run defense from 2018. Let's block ads. Why?